Adapting to Changing Situations and Environments. Session 1. Planned and Unplanned Change. Welcome. Hello parents. Hello students. If you are present and you know it, clap your hands. Just a few reminders. Number 1, read each slide carefully. Number 2, having difficulty reading, ask an adult for help. Number 3, complete all the activities. And number 4, take a break when you need to and come right back. Today, we are going to learn about planned and unplanned change. Let's warm up. Look at the pictures on the next slide and spot the differences. Can you spot the differences? Let's see how many you can find. There are at least 6 differences. Share them with your parents. Some of you are really good at this. Let's move on to another activity. Great job, everyone.
Hi, I'm Pavati. Welcome to my house in the great American Southwest. And this is my pet ferret, Blinks. When I'm hungry, I get food from the kitchen. When I'm cold, I put on a jacket. I have everything I need. My home is my habitat. Your habitat is where you live, a place that's just right for you. Animals have habitats that are just right for them, too. Want to see one of the coldest habitats on Earth? Let's go! Welcome to the Arctic tundra. Let's see how this polar bear lives in the extreme cold of the tundra. To stay warm, she has thick fur and a layer of fat under her skin called blubber. Those pads keep her feet warm, even when walking on ice. Her fur is so white, she almost disappears into the snow. That way, she can sneak up on seals and other animals that she likes to eat. All of these things that help polar bears to live here, like the layer of fat and the thick pads on their feet, are called adaptations. This polar bear has adaptations that help it to live in this cold tundra habitat, but Blinks and I don't. So I think it's time that we go somewhere a little warmer. This forest habitat is really different from the tundra. It's warm, wet, and green. Let's see how the beaver's adaptations help him to live in this forest habitat. Beavers love to eat the food here, like leaves, bark, and branches. He uses his big, sharp teeth to cut down trees. The beaver drags the tree onto a dam using his teeth to grip it, then using his paws to push it into position, and then scoops mud with his paws. The forest is just right for a beaver. It has everything it needs to survive. Can you imagine a beaver living in the tundra? The grasslands are a flat, dry habitat. Let's see how this prairie dog's adaptations help him to live here. He lives underground, so he needs strong legs to dig lots of tunnels. And his long, skinny body makes it easy for him to move through his underground home. He lives in a group called a colony. Prairie dogs eat grass and seeds, which is a good thing because there's a lot of grass and seed in his habitat. They also like the grasslands because the ground is flat. Even though prairie dogs are small, they can see danger coming and warn their friends. Ready to see a different habitat? The ocean may be the most interesting habitat of all. Let's see how this shark's adaptations help it to live here. Those slits on the side of his head are for gills that can take oxygen out of the water. That's how a shark breathes. See that long, smooth body? That helps the shark swim very fast. And of course, a shark has rows and rows of sharp teeth to eat lots of fish. The ocean and the shark are perfect for each other. Right, Blinks? Maybe the ocean isn't for you, but there are lots of other habitats. Mountains, deserts, freshwater lakes and rivers, and of course, my favorite habitat, home. I guess that's your favorite habitat too.
So, how many times did you hear the word adaptations? Complete the following. My habitat is. Answer this question. What are the adaptations for these animals to survive? The polar bear has. The shark has. The traveler has. Now the answers to the questions. My habitat is where I live. The polar bear has fur, an extra layer of fat, and webbed feet. The shark has sharp teeth and gills. The traveler has brain smarts. Good job! High five! Understanding change. Let's take a look at the meanings of some of the words we learned today. Adaptation is the process of change by which we become better suited to our environment. For example, a toad's ability to blend in with its surrounding is adaptation. Environment is the conditions and objects, including living things and people, that are in our surroundings. For example, our community is our environment. Habitat is a place in nature where plants, animals, and people grow and live. For example, a habitat is a forest. Examples of change: change of clothing after a bath, change in speed, such as running fast or running slowly, change of address, such as moving to a new home. Could you think of any other example of change? Today, we are going to learn about two types of change: planned change, which allows you time to prepare, such as packing your travel bags and your favorite toys, or unplanned change, which happens without much warning, such as natural disasters, accidental death of a loved one, or a national or global pandemic. At present, you are going through a change. Because of the coronavirus, school was closed. Is that an example of planned change or unplanned change? Let your parent know why you chose that answer. Change. My home is now my school. Draw a picture of your new learning environment. What have you learned? First, let's take a break and get some exercise. We are going to do 10 jumping jacks. Let's get ready. Are you ready? Hands up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wasn't that fun? Good job! So, we have learned that we live in a world that is changing and we need to adapt. Adaptations. Remember that word that we heard earlier? Let's use our imagination. What if you had to move to the Arctic with the polar bear? What would be different? Use one word to describe how you might feel about moving. What are some things you might need to succeed in your new environment? Now school is closed and things have changed. How do you feel about that? Let's consider your emotions. An emotion is a strong feeling based on your situation, mood, or relationship. Look at the faces in front of you. Let's examine their feelings. Happy, sad, angry, excited, afraid, shy, guilty, tired, jealous, loved, hopeful, bored, proud, sorry, embarrassed, surprised. Look at the emotions or feelings shown and point out the ones you are feeling now. Which ones have you felt in the last few days? Share with your parents how you feel. How you feel is important. Share your feelings with someone at home. Yes, go do that right now and come right back. Let's do a short quiz. Question 1. A place where people or animals live is called? Question 2. The conditions and people in our surroundings is called our? Question 3. When you adapt to doing something differently, that is called? Question 4. Change is either or? Here are the answers. The answer to question 1 is habitat. The answer to question 2 is environment. The answer to question 3 is change. And the answer to question 4 is planned and unplanned. Summary. Today we learned that we live in a world that is constantly changing, and we sometimes need to develop new skills to adapt to these changes. The good news is your guidance officer, along with your parents and teachers, are here to help. The end. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again.